FlossTube. Janelle here with coffee, wine, and stitching time. And I'm a little discombobulated. Well, shocker, right? It's January 1st, and I am so not ready for January 1st. I have all these like thoughts and plans and let's do this and let's do that, but I didn't put any of those like into actual on paper in action. All the thoughts are just rambling around still a little bit. So my January 1st plan is to figure out what the rest of the year might actually look like and to actually get it documented. So this FlossTube, and honestly, I don't even know what number it is. I did all of the stitch misses, and I didn't have like a FlossTube number. So it's in the 50s. I know it's in the 50s. And it's January 1st, 2024. Cheers to a new year. The last two, it's only been a week. Oh my gosh. This last week has been, I don't know. It's just been a week. So there we are. So what I'm going to come at you with today is like, I did pull some things out that I'm going to work on for January. I do have plans to do a whip parade for yarn and for cross stitch, just to kind of document and see what everything is that I have out there and get everything all in order. But I haven't done that yet. So I don't know. I have all of my things set for what I'm going to focus on in January. I've done that so far. I can tell you some of my like thoughts that I have that I don't have written down yet. I still have my old, I went through like a whole slew of papers, you know, make notes and lists and things like that. And I've got like all kinds of notes in there. I've got like all kinds of notes in here. Here's my 2023 calendar. My 2024 calendar's up on that shelf up there. You know, so one of my good things is to go through and start up and write out and figure out what I'm going to use for my 2024 calendar, because I have 2 or 3 different options to choose from, and I just got to figure out which format I'm going to like the best. So that's one of them. I am going to do the whip parade for yarn and one for cross stitch. I am going to incorporate, have you ever been to like those places where they have like these different wood projects and you can paint them, or miscellaneous crafty little things? I am going to incorporate working on one of those every week. I'm gonna try to do those Wednesday nights. Now that that's one thing that I probably haven't done. I have my floss. If you can see my little mannequin of floss over there, I have it almost all done. My top row I need to make a little neater, but that was the last thing in this room to get organized. And my room is looking pretty darn good. I do have a whole basket of work stuff up there to look at, and my craft room upstairs, I have just a couple of things I want to tweak of the location of the fabric in which shelves it's in. So those projects I'm calling a success and complete, because these are little things that I can do throughout. And yeah. So with that, okay, back to the wood signs and painting and all of that. I have 3 bins of those downstairs, and I need to reduce that and get those done, or chuck them, burn them, I don't know, something, because I either need to do them or get rid of them. So and then I'll have them to decorate with, like I originally planned. So every Wednesday I'm going to do a wood project, and wood is fiber, so it's still fiber related stuff. So I'm going to incorporate that into here as well. Let's see what else. Oh, yarn stuff. So I'm going to do the whip parade, and I am going to make sure that I probably have about 50 or so cross stitch projects, and I'm guessing about 30 yarn projects. So let's estimate about 80 projects. My main goal is to reduce all of my WIPs, all of my works in progress by 50 projects by March 30th, 2025. So I want to do 50 before 50, and it's starting January 1st this year. So I have a year and 3 months to accomplish that goal, to do 50 finishes of WIPs. It can be things that I start too, but one of those things is I have a bunch of hats, and to incorporate, like, I have so much floss. I have a ton of yarn. It's even to incorporate and reduce stash as well. So I'm not going to be opposed to starting projects. I'm going to try not to start a project for every one I finish, because I want to get it down and reduce that. But one of my things that I'm going to do is a hat a month. I have probably 4 or 5 hats that have been started but not finished. So I want to do that. So it's going to be for sure a hat a month, and I want to finish another yarn WIP a month, and then work on my cross stitch. And I would really like to finish 1 or 2 of my current WIPs per month as well. With seeing how much cross stitch I was actually able to do in December, I could probably really crank some stuff out. I think somebody did the math for me, and it was like 3 point something projects a month in order to meet my 50. So if I do that, or was it 2 point something? No, it had to have been 3 point something, because 12 months, 36, 45, yeah, 3 point something. So if I can finish 4 things a month, so a hat, another ongoing yarn thing, that's going to reduce. If I have 30 ongoing knitting yarn projects already, that's going to 15 of those. Oh my God, I just did the math on that. That'd be 15 months. So doing a hat and that would reduce it down to hardly anything. But remember, I only have 4 or 5 hats, about 4-ish hats that are started. So some of those will be fresh starts, but usually I can get a hat done pretty quick. And then my hat collection will grow by that many as well. So that'll be fun. So, it's like I said, I have a lot of like things in here, but I need to get them on paper. So there we are. And then if I do 2 yarn things a month and 2 cross stitch things a month, that would make my goal and hit my goal for that. And then if I do a wood project each week, that also helps reduce that bin as well. I'm not going to throw the quilting or the sewing, projects in yet. I'm not going to throw any paper crafting in. These are the things that I already have started that I want to like whip those down and get those down. I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy anything, but I am going to limit. And if I have to start something, I need to really work from stash, because I just went through and did all my floss, and it's like the colors of floss I have. There's no reason I should ever need a color of floss unless it's something specific for a project and you really want to stick to those colors. If you're just going to wing it, yeah, I'm good. And these 2 top drawers here in this cabinet and this drawers there, those are both full of fabric, so cross-stitch fabric. So there's really not a reason, unless I can't find the colors or I can't do something like that I need to go out and purchase something. Yeah, there's going to be new things that come out, and I'm not going to say that I'm not going to buy anything, but I just need to, if I do purchase something, I need to be cognizant of my storage that I have, because I can't outbuy my storage. That is the main goal. Stay within your limits and reduce and make it less and less and less and less that way. And reuse it and make it easier to access. Like this middle drawer right here, it's full of my Q snaps and my grime guards and my project bags. So in order to pull a hoop out, or in order to pull a grime guard out, or to pull a cross stitch bag, I have to empty out half of the drawer in order to get to it. So I need better ease and to get to the things. So if I reduce everything else, then I'll have better ease and easier to have the things at hand, rather than throwing a half of a drawer out on the floor and letting it sit there for a week before I put it back away. Something like that. So that's what I need to do. All right, well, those are my plans. The big jumbled mess of everything. Those are my plans. Retreats this year. I'm planning on going to the Beach Please retreat in February. I am doing the Annabelle's pop-up retreat. It's a virtual one. I believe that's February 4th. I'm doing the virtual Gilmore Girls Winter and Stars Hollow with Black Needle Society. That's the end of March. The Harry Potter Year 5 virtual retreat in July, I believe. I'm not doing StitchCon. Maybe planning a little trip in September, maybe. And then, April, the end of April, there's a Needle Bling is doing a retreat here in Minnesota down by the Mall of America. So I'm planning on doing that one as well. I am going to try to get back to Welcome Stitchery once or twice this year. That was super fun. I believe they have something coming up Super Bowl weekend, so that might be in the works. A couple times going to a friend's house. I might have like a sewing day kind of a thing here at my house this summer, like out in the garage. I'm thinking, go out in the garage and just do that. And then I have so many Minky. If you guys know what Minky is, it's that really fuzzy fabric, but when you sew it and cut it, the fluff goes everywhere. It's not something I want to do inside my house. So I'm going to try to have a Minky specific sewing day out in my garage. And then I could invite a few friends over or something like that, and we could just have a fun crafting day. So I have some things that are planned and thoughts that are, jumbling around up in there. But with that, let's get started. I have a little bit of stitchy progress. And then I have all of my things pulled out that I have that are my focuses for January. And so let's just hop to it and and I do have a little bit of haul because I went to Stitchville. And I did go because I wanted to kit up a couple things instead of trying to just dig for colors and guess what the colors should be. My brain just wasn't there, so I'm just like, you know what, go the easy route, go buy the floss, just go do it. It wasn't in my drawer, just go get it. So that's what I did. All right, so let's get started. I have a couple smalls exchanges. So like I said, I'm doing the Winter and Stars Hollow, the Beach Please, Annabella's, a couple different things that I need some small exchange things with. So I have a couple of things pulled out, and one of them I started, and it is, now I'm not telling anybody what is what, because just in case you're watching and you might be the recipients, I'm just showing you what I'm stitching. You don't know what it's for. So the first one is Meridian Designs here. And it's triptych, Christmas at the Beach triptych. And you can stitch each one of these separately. You could do it all together. What I am doing is I'm doing this flamingo here, but instead of the boat, I'm doing the sunset over here instead. So that is what I'm working on there. And this is on perforated paper. So here is what I have done so far. Cool, huh? And I think I have these little sled guys. I don't know if that's how I'm going to finish it. I'll have to think about that on how I'm going to finish it. But I started that, I can't remember. I think I started it, was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember, but I got a few stitches on there. So we're going with that. The other thing that I've worked on recently here is, let me just make sure my needle is not gonna fall off or get lost. And this is one of the items that I pulled out as my focus for January. And in Candyland, the game, I did get a candy card, and this is the project that is for that specific candy card. So this is my Christmas mousse. I did not work on any of the Christmas things that I had pulled out for December. I just worked on all my Advent stuff. So I wanted to give my Christmas mousse a little love. So this is Christmas mousse by Panna, and I need to do 1,000 stitches on this, and this is gonna be a challenge. I have to have it done by Wednesday evening, and I'm finding that there's a lot of like confetti-ish kind of work with this one. What I had done already was this color and then this color outside of it. So between yesterday and today, what I've gotten done so far is this, and this is like the nostrils. There's going to be black here, and those are the eyeballs. And then this color here. Now this is as far down as it goes. So I have hit the bottom, and I actually have all of the color here off to the side of how much is going to get done there. So you can kind of see where I'm at, and you can kind of see where it's going. So my main thing I'm going to work on is this color, and the nostrils done. So I'm going to just kind of, I think I'm going to go off of this side now and do the nostril, and then over here. And I can't remember if there's a bunch in the middle or not, but I know it like goes up and spreads out everywhere. But for now, I think I'm going to focus on this part of it with this color. And then I might see if there's a good fill-in color amongst here next. So that's my goal for this. It's going to be a challenge, and I like that, because that's why I picked that one, because it didn't get any love in 2023, except last night. It got a little love last night, but I realized I messed up on that first light color, and there's an extra row in there. So there's a point down where I know it's not messed up, and then there's an extra row in there somewhere, so I have to be careful. It's like 12 or 13 rows section where I have to be careful and fudge the face up and figure out where it's gonna go. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, other progress that I've done, and this is my big, let me get my coffee out of the way for this one. This is my main knitting project, not the hat, but the whip that's already started. And this is my blanket. And I'm going to give it my all. I am going to try to do at least a section, like a 4-row repeat, if not 1, 2 of them each night. I'm hoping that I can do that. Let's see. I wonder how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 15. I'm going to call it 15 sections. So with the month of January, there's 31 days. So if I can do 2 sections, oh gosh. So this is only 15. but I'm only doing as much yarn as I have too. It is starting to lose a little in the middle. Like here, I'll pull, oh, I don't want to pull that one up because that one, the thing is off of it. Let's pull this one out. This is the Karen anniversary cakes. These are the ones that are as big as my head. So it is losing a little bit of, you know, solidness in the middle. But there's still a lot of yarn left on these. So I'm actually probably going to have to increase my goal in order to finish this by the end of January. Because if I do 2 sections each day, that's 31. Well, I've done 1 today. So 30, so 60, and that's 15. So it's going to be 4 more of these sections, which that's not a full-size blanket yet. So I'm going to have to like increase my goal on this one. Maybe it'll have to be like a good focus project or whatever, or maybe when I don't have a Candyland card or something like that, maybe just kind of, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but this is my goal to finish this in January. So there we are. And somebody asked what the pattern name was. The pattern that I am doing, it is actually on the Karen anniversary cake label. And this one is called, it's a free pattern, Double the Stripes knit blanket. So that's what it is, and it's Double the Stripes knit blanket. I think that's, yeah, right here is the name of it. So there you go. That is what it is. And I'm doing 2 different colorways. One colorway that I have here is, I think it's called Cookie or something like that. What is this one? Cookie Parade. So the Cookie Parade is this one. And then this one is called Blackberry Surprise. And I am doing this on, I'm gonna make sure I put it in the right way. So there we go. I'm using a size 13 knitting needle, 40-inch needle. So you can kind of see, granted it's smushed up, but so it's probably, you know, it's wider than this, but 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, it's probably about 48 inches or a little more maybe wide. So there we are. And we watched a movie tonight. The movie we watched was Sounds of Freedom. And so I had some good knitting time on this one. Gotta make sure I put this back together so it's easy to see. There we go. All right, so there we are. There is that. All right, now that brings us to other things I'm planning on working on. I am going to work on this fun flamingo. This guy. Look at the colors of that one. Isn't that great? I love it. My hat that I have planned for, it's in my We Were on a Break bag from, I think that's from Forbidden Fiber. And I don't have the pattern in here. But this is it's not about the hat is what it's called. And this was my class that I took from Be Woolen this last fall about the invisible stranding class. So this is my January hat that I have pulled out to finish. Now this one is a little bit more of a thinker, but I'm going to get this one out of the way so that I can because I think there's like 2 hats in there that are like, all I have to do is decrease on. But it's not about the hat. So this is the one that I'm working on. And I do have to find a pom-pom for this one. I don't have a pom-pom yet for it. All right. Oh, and I'm using Bee Woolen DK for this yarn. All right, that is the knitting. I do have my fancy lady. I always have my fancy lady, Miss Electra, Nora Corbett. I always have this one out and ready to go. I almost worked on it this last Friday, but I did not. I'm starting to do some of the color work in there, so that's coming along fun. I do see this as a finish this year for sure. Here's another one that will definitely be a finish. This will be pulled out as a focus project every month until through March if it's not done before that. This was my birthday start last year. From Autumn Lane, Falling Leaves and Coffee Please. And this is where I'm at with that one. If I'm remembering correctly, let me look at it for 1 second here. Okay, so I have a little bit of this coffee pot left to do. That's all done. Oop, I have a bean down here to do. The spoon is done. That's good. I have to fill in those coffee cups. I have Coffee Please. I have oh, those are all, oh no, those coffee cups are filled in already. Okay. Let's see. Those are all done. Oh, I have some back stitching lines to do on these leaves all across here. Some back stitching on these orange leaves. And then I have a border all the way around. So I'm getting close. I should be able to have this done before my birthday. I do not have a new birthday start picked out yet. And I honestly, I don't know if I'm going to have a new birthday start this year. I don't know. We'll have to see what time brings. The next one I have is a New Year, New Start. This was my New Year, New Start for 2022. Right? Yeah, 2022. Because that was my 2023. So this is my New Year, New Start for 2022. This one is a coffee one, and I'm looking for the picture. I know there is a picture. It's a kit. This is a full coverage from Lettuce Stitch, and it's called Lion Coffee Bee. And because of these New Year, New Starts, this is why I don't think I'm going to have a new birthday start, because I really do want to focus on these, and I want these New Year, New Starts that I have. I really do want to work on them. So I've got, let me see which way it goes. It goes like this. I have some of the coffee steam. So it's not a great start on this one. So we really need to give this one some love as well. And in February, I don't have a lot of seasonal, like Valentine's February things. So these ones will probably kind of stay out with that. Also, this was my 2023 New Year, New Start. And this one is Paris in the Rain. And where I am starting with this one, I have the Eiffel Tower done and the red part of the umbrella. So I have a fair amount on this one to do as well. All right, So those are the yeah, those are the projects that I had out to focus on for this month. Now the next ones I have here are new starts. And again, this is probably another reason why I'm not gonna probably do a birthday start, because I have these new starts that I'm gonna get rolling on. This first one is the Hands-On Design Laundry series. We have Loads of Fun. We have this Never-Ending Cycle. This one is my true New Year, New Start. Apparently I'm not starting it today, but it is here. And then Irony. So those are the 3 patterns I have. I have Elephant Run by, it's a 16 count by Fox and Rabbit. And I'm hoping, I might have to change some colors around a little bit. Like I might have to incorporate more of a white or something like that, because the one color, this color here is gonna blend in a lot. So I might have to get more, like substitute that out for those. Like on here, which one was it? Is it all of them? Yeah, I think it's all of them. They're like irony, the word irony. I'm gonna have to swap it around a little bit and play with the colors, but I'm gonna stick with the called for colors. So they're all there. And I have 3 different pieces. I got this for a stitch along and I decided not to do the stitch along. But I like the color of it, so that's what I'm gonna work with. So there is my New Year, New Start Hands-On Design, the laundry series. And then this one is a Shannon Christine Falling Snow. And this one, I got it all put together in this bag. It's on a Crimson Peak by Jody of this Steel City Stitchers. It's 16 count Ada. It's this crimson, and I've got rose gold, green, white, and I have all these beads. Everything's all in there, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a play as you go kind of thing too. And then Gilmoreisms from Forbidden Fiber Code. The first clue on this one came, well, the border came out on it before, but the first chunk of it came out today. This is on Casablanca, 18 count, and it's a kit. So this is also a new start. And then I have one more planned new start for this year. And this is All Forest Embroidery. Is it called The Wizard of Oz? Emerald City. It's Emerald City. And I have to verify and see if this fabric is gonna be big enough. It's a piece of green that I have from Fortnite Fabric, and it's a 20 count Ada. So I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we'll see. I hope it does. This is my other planned start. So this is All Forest Embroidery, and that's a free pattern off the website, and I have that downloaded. So those are my new starts that I have planned. I do have one other beachy one done. It's a free pattern. I just don't have it printed out. I don't remember what it is. And then let's see, I'm just naming them all off. So there's Annabella's, Beach Please, Beach Please. And then, because there's a flat fold finishing class for Beach Please also. So I need to have something stitched for that. And then Winter in Stars Hollow, I have to figure out something for that, but I might do something off of the Gilmoreisms. And then we'll see if I need anything for the Needle Bling retreat in April. So that's what I got. All right, here's my Stitchville bag. Now, this is the smallest bag I've ever leaving Stitchville with. So I'm doing really good at that goal of not buying all the stuff. So I did buy a piece of fabric because I do not have this color fabric. I got a Bent Creek Trick or Treat row from a friend, and I want it on this color fabric. But my problem is I need that, it calls for 34 by 10, and it's a 10 count. But this is the color I want. This is actually a Needle Bling design pumpkin pie. This is a 14 count. So this is my backup plan. If I can't find, or if I can maybe get a lighter color and dye it orange that looks kind of like this, that's going to be something else that I might try too. So we'll see. All right, I did purchase a couple of items, couple patterns. Bent Creek Winter Zipper. I thought this was cute, and it has everything in it that I need. A Madame Chantilly Joyeux Noël. Look at those cute animals. They're adorable. And I saw it stitched up. That's really, that's always the kicker, you know, when you see it stitched up, that's such the selling point. And then I've seen a few Nutcracker patterns out there, but this one really called to me after going to see the Nutcracker ballet. I thought, I gotta get this one. So Erin Elizabeth, the Nutcracker. Isn't that pretty? And this is 48 by 73, so it's really not that big. Cool. So, and then I just got the flosses that I needed for 2 projects, and that was it. That was everything I have. So there we are. Let's see. So plans this week. My Christmas mousse is #1 plan goal this week. Today is Monday, so I'll do that, you know, the rest of tonight and then tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, I'll work on one of my wood projects, and then we'll see what Candyland brings for the next coming weekend. But yeah, so there we are. Maybe I'll continue working on Christmas mousse and make that come along a lot farther, or start up one of these other ones. We'll see. That's everything I have for you guys tonight. This is a short video. My goodness. But yeah, so my plans for the year they're pretty well figured out. I just don't have them written down, and I don't have my calendars all sorted out to, you know, remind me what my plans are in case I forget. All right, with that, I'm going to not ramble. I am going to say goodbye so I can get a little more stitching done on Christmas mousse before I go sleepy, because it's going to be an early morning tomorrow. But smile, sparkle, shine. You guys all have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you next week. That's another goal. Weekly FlossTubes. We're going to give it a whirl again. We're going to do our darndest. All right. Bye, everybody. Smile, sparkle, shine.